Hi, I'm Victoria Gallagher from hiptalk.com, and today I want to talk about something that I believe is crucial to helping to support you in whatever goals you have, whatever limiting beliefs that you're trying to break through. Being a hypnotist and an NLP practitioner, I help people to change those pesky little limiting beliefs that people have that stop them from getting the things that they want to have in their life, or stop them from being able to break the bad habits that they have. And so I want to talk about that just a little bit because when you go into hypnosis and you go into a 30-minute wonderful, deeply relaxed state, and you close your eyes and you take in all the powerful, wonderful suggestions. If you do that every day on a consistent basis, that's wonderful. And that's a surefire way to help you to change your beliefs. But what I want to talk about is the other 23 and a half hours of your day. Now, of course, 8 of that is probably spent sleeping or something along those lines. But the other, let's call it 15 and a half hours of your day that you're not in hypnosis and you're not receiving all these wonderful beneficial suggestions to help you to make those changes in your life, what is happening in your mind during those other 15 and a half hours? And I'll tell you what it is. There's a lot of negative chatter going on in the mind, and it's not really your fault. We're born into a world where everybody kind of teaches you at a very young age what to think, how to think, and their beliefs are basically imposed upon you and impressed into your little sponge of a mind that you have. And this is all done very unintentionally because people just have their limiting beliefs, and when they think a certain way, they think a certain way about money, or they think a certain way about sex, or they think a certain way about relationships, or they think a certain way about, well, that's just how life is, little sweetheart. All of these things are going into your brain and forcing you basically to think a certain way. And so by the time you're old enough to even have conscious, aware thoughts and logical and rational thoughts, the damage has already been done, and you have kind of been brainwashed to think about everything according to the way you were taught to think. And so the thoughts are not really your own. They've been passed down from generation to generation to generation, and this is why we have the limiting beliefs, and that's why we struggle so hard. Because that subconscious mind is so powerful. It basically dictates how you feel, how you think, what you do, how you behave, how you act, and ultimately the results that you're going to have in your life. So that's why people turn to hypnosis, because that's one of the quickest ways. And it's not a quick fix. It's quicker than trying to will yourself through conscious willpower, because you're going directly to the source. But again, let's talk about the other 15 and a half hours when you're not in hypnosis. And maybe you do 2 sessions a day, and that can be even more powerful. But during that other time, I want to share what will help you that much more. See, it's all about building up a new level of powerful thinking. It's all about believing that you can achieve and that you deserve and that you can have certain things in your life, or that you are powerful enough to create those things. And that's the whole premise of this, is the power. And all the power that you have, every last bit of it begins with your word. It all begins with the thoughts that you're thinking. And so this goes beyond just thinking about what can I have, what can I achieve, but this goes deeper than that. It goes into being honest with yourself, being honest with other people, keeping your agreements with people, and also the way you talk about yourself and the way you talk about other people. So let's just say that, you have a judgment about somebody, and, you think that person's overweight, or you think that person speaks weird, or you think that person, you probably watch, some kind of reality show, and, there's always, judging. There's always this little critique kind of going on. And again, it's not, really your fault. You were taught to think this way. But one of the best things that you can do to help you to achieve the things that you want to do is to break that habit of constantly critiquing other people. Because when it really comes down to it, all of life is basically kind of showing us ourselves. It's sort of a reflection of what is going on within ourselves. If you think that someone is ugly, all right, there's something about that registers, I think I'm ugly. Okay? And so anytime you use the word against another human being, an animal or anything, a tree, it doesn't really matter. Anytime you see ugly, that is a reflection of something that you feel about yourself. And so you want to stop yourself from thinking or saying bad things about other people, because really all you're doing is reinforcing some things that you feel about yourself. And if you can break yourself from doing that, it's going to be something that's going to help you to ultimately increase the power of your own word to create. Because when you have negative vibes and intentions and thoughts going out, whether they go out against someone else or they go out against yourself, you're using the word against yourself, and it is taking away the power of your own word to create what you say that you want. So, and then in addition to that, I also want to talk about the honesty and the integrity and the keeping the agreements. So when you say, I'm going to get up at such and such time, and you don't do that, all right, you've basically used the word against yourself, because you said one thing, but you didn't follow through with that. And so the subconscious mind kind of takes that to believe that when you say something, it doesn't really mean anything. It doesn't get done. And so when you're going after the big goals and the things you really want, you might think that it's not that big of a deal to say, tomorrow I'm going to go on a diet, or tomorrow I'm going to go exercise, or tomorrow I'm going to get up earlier. I'm going to meet this person at such and such time. And when you say that every single time you don't follow through, there's a part of you, in your subconscious mind, that makes a new agreement, makes a new belief about what happens when I open my mouth. When I open my mouth and I say something, it doesn't always happen. So when the things that you really do want to happen, like I want to manifest this amount of money, or I want to manifest this relationship, or I want to manifest this great body, all right? The subconscious mind, that is not powerful, and your word is not powerful enough to create that, because half of the time you do what you say you're going to do, and half the time you don't. And it may be more and it may be less, but if all of the time you did what you set out to do, and you did what you said that you were going to do, and the actions matched up with the words, then that creates more power to create. You see how that works? So that's basically what I want you to be more aware of and more cognizant of, is the words that are coming out of your mouth. They are your power to create. You can go into hypnosis every day for twice a day and wonder, why am I not getting the results that I want? Well, because there's another part of you that's creating alternative thoughts and taking away your power. So it's a collaboration. You strengthen your power, your word, your thoughts, because it's all happening within you. And you're making an agreement within yourself for these things to happen. You're bringing them forth. It's not the hypnosis or the meditation that's doing it. It's you in collaboration with your subconscious mind. So that's my suggestion for you, is if you catch yourself judging or not following through on your word, and there's so much more to this, but these are just a couple basics on what it means to strengthen the power of your word. These are the things I want you to pay attention to and notice about yourself. And when you notice them, don't beat yourself up. Don't, again, take away the power that you have to create. Say, you know what? There it is. There's that little thing that I do. And once you catch yourself, you can just make a correction. And as you start to do that, you're going to gain more control over your thought process. You're going to gain more control over the words that you say, and you're going to gain more control over your life. So if you have any questions at all about this process, feel free to send me an email at my website. Go to hiptalk.com. Also, please go ahead and subscribe right now to my YouTube channel if you're not already a subscriber. Share this video with everyone you know. And also sign up for my free self-hypnosis step-by-step video training course. You can get that at hiptalk.com or hiptalk.com/learn-hypnosis.com. Anyway, at hiptalk.com. Just go to my website. The link will be on this video, and you'll learn all about how to program your own mind for success. And I wish you lots of success. Have a wonderful day. Bye now.